It's Week 18 of the NFL. And up next, we'll see Russell Wilson. He's gone over 4,000 yards passing now for the year. It's the Steelers and the Bengals, and it's coming right up on EA Sports.
We're here at the confluence of the Ohio, the Allegheny, and the Monongahela Rivers, and welcome you to Acrisure Stadium on the North Shore of Pittsburgh, the home of the Steelers. The regular season ends here. Thanks for having us in. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson. Long road to get here, but now we are here. The season finale. Playoffs begin next Saturday. So it's time for one last regular season kickoff.
In Week 18, it could just be so tricky, can't it, Mike? I mean, on one side, you got teams that have the playoffs wrapped up. So Week 18, it's a chance potentially to rest some starters or maybe get them out of the game early and get geared up for next week and the start of the playoffs. You got some teams that are fighting for their lot.
The veteran Chris Boswell ready to get things going. And off we go from the Steel City. This taken in at the 8-yard line. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line. The Cincinnati offense set to take over for the first time. And they're led by the #1 overall pick in 2021, national champion at LSU, it's Joe Burrow.
A lot of things jump off the tape when you watch last week, Mike, but it was really just the overall execution of the game plan that stuck out the most. I mean, not only did he get them in the end zone a handful of times, he protected the ball, and he routinely exploited the weaknesses that they found during the week on film. He's going to be looking to do the same thing over these next 4 quarters. If he's successful, they're going to have a shot to leave here with another win.
Here's a 2nd and 9. They bring Chase in motion. Now a 2nd down throw for Burrow. That one taken in by T. Higgins. And that's going to be a 1st down. A pickup of 9. Working out of the gun, Burrow. He'll find Brown out of the backfield. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. First run of the game here for Chase Brown. Not a whole lot there as he'll work it down to the 46. There to make the stop, the All-Pro T.J. Watt. 3rd and a yard. Oh, a bad time to run out of time. They don't get the playoff on 3rd and short.
Still 3rd down.
So, instead of 3rd and short, it's now 3rd and 6. Burrow from out of the gun here on 3rd down. That's to his big tight end, Gesicki. And he's going to get there. He got the 1st down, not by a whole lot, but that'll keep this drive rolling. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. This one intercepted. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And the Steelers are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
So anytime a team suffers an early setback like that interception, human instinct says, Mike, we need to get away from our game plan. We need to adjust. I don't think that's the case. There's a lot of game left, a lot of chances to avenge that play and still connect downfield on some of these passes. All proven, though, Mike, they've got to identify what went wrong, let's correct it so we're able to move forward.
The Steeler offense ready to take the field for the first time. They're led out by their veteran quarterback, Super Bowl winner, Russell Wilson.
You just hope throughout your career, Mike, that you're not on the wrong end of too many games like last week. So many games in the NFL come down to 1 score. They're very close. And every once in a while, there are multiple score games where you just can't seem to keep it close. They've got to do a better job keeping pace early, get off to a faster start. They want to have a chance. Come the 4th quarter, if this thing's within 1 score, They're going to feel a lot more comfortable this time around than where they were last week.
That one never got started. Too much defensive pressure. They drop him in the backfield. 3rd and long. Out of the gun, here's Russ. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line.
So you find yourself on the verge of your drive stalling out. And not only do you pick up the first down, Mike, but you get a huge pass completion in the process. Really nice job keeping this opening drive of the game alive as they're really trying to start this game on a high note.
1st and 10. Off the play. Oh, they're on him in a flash, and he's lost the football. The Bengals have got it. In the pocket, looking to throw the ball, but the defense was looking right at the ball. They knock it away and come up with the turnover.
Mike, we see so often a quarterback is so focused, keeping his eyes down the field, looking for one of his receivers to work himself free, that they lose track of where the defenders are. And I think that's exactly what happened here. The defender closed on him quicker than he might have thought, knocks the ball loose, creating the takeaway.
Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Now Brown. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. On the ground, it's Brown. And he's going to have the first down yardage. Across the 50 to the 48.
2nd down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a first down.
A toss, left side, caught by his running back. And he'll get about 8 on that one, most of it coming after the catch. It's 2nd down. Burrow now. Pass right side, and Higgins has the catch.
This pitch and catch may have looked routine, but I promise you, Mike, these types of anticipatory throws, especially outside the numbers, they don't occur without countless reps, oftentimes when nobody's even watching.
He'll get about 2. Cameron Hayward, the former All-Pro, in on the tackle. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Play clock has expired. They're not going to get this one off on
Delay
top.
of game, offense. Still 2nd down. Here we go.
Here's Brown. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
This is what every defense in the league is shooting for, Mike. Negative plays. That's how you kill drives. Force teams to play from behind the sticks. Great job here, taking them down for a loss.
Taken in by Gesicki. Pretty good effort on that one. It will not be enough. It's going to bring up 4th down.
I don't care what defensive strategy you apply here on 3rd and real long, Mike, but you have to tackle in space. They almost let this guy pick up enough after the catch to convert a 3rd and real long. Fortunately for them, they brought him down just short. Brings up 4th down. And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin there. The Steelers offense back onto the field as you take a look at the playoff race in the AFC. And this is where we stand. Final weekend of the regular season is upon us. We'll know the brackets and the seedings for the postseason at the end of the night. Second down and 8.
Brings up second and 8 at the 27-yard line.
From the shotgun, Wilson. He'll get that one to Patterson, complete. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up third down.
Brings up third and 3.
Now Russ. And that is incomplete. Geno Stone that time. All over him in coverage. On fourth down, it's Corliss Waitman out to punt. Charlie Jones, the return man for the Bengals. That is fielded at the 20. And he'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there. Out comes Joe Burrow and the Bengals offense to take over once more. And he has come out of the gates hot. He's been on target with his throws, and that's reflected in those numbers as he'll look to keep it going here. And they'll bring him down around the 27-yard line. Peyton Wilson that time in on the stop. They'll run here with Brown. And he'll be stopped at the line of scrimmage with a flag down. Let's check on the call. A carry here for Brown. And that won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard, but that's it. Third and long. Throwing is Burrow. This is intercepted. Picked off by Mika Fitzpatrick.
So this is where an offensive play caller needs to come to the rescue of his quarterback. Because this defense, they're on to you. They've got 2 picks. They're starting to pick up on your tendencies. They're shifting guys over to counter them. Now you've got to add some wrinkles. Now you've got to throw them a curveball and try to shift back some of that advantage to your side of the ball.
Steelers offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. They'll start with a golden opportunity here to move out in front. Great field position to start out. It's 1st and 10. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, Russ. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. That is Trey Hendrickson, the veteran, in there to record the sack. 3rd and long. It's Wilson. He'll try and get there on the ground.
Well, we've seen time and time again just how dangerous this quarterback can be, Mike, when he decides to tuck it and take off. So that is a great job defensively to rally to the football and hold him to just a short gain.
Now on 4th down, the veteran Chris Boswell on for the Steelers. This is going to be from 53 yards out. So just a lone field goal in the first quarter of play. 3-0 is our score. And we're back to the Steel City after this. Here comes Chris Boswell to try a field goal. This is going to be from 53 yards out. Boswell's kick is good. And the Steelers will tie the game at 3 apiece.
And that's really well done here, Mike. I mean, everything's in rhythm. A good snap, a good hold, and a good kick ties this game.
Here comes a return from the 5. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. Heading out now, the Cincinnati offense. They're going to get set to take over once more. They'll set out in search of a first touchdown in this game. Just a pair of field goals to show. It's 3-3 as they start 1st and 10. Gesicki, the man in motion. Burrow now to throw on first down. That's into the hands of Yosivas. Second down and 3. Up the middle they go. And he is not going to get away. Might have gotten a yard, but it will set up third down. Gesicki, the man in motion. Here's Burrow. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down. The Bengals ready to punt this one away. That's taken at about the... Now, on the return, he has lost the football. Special teams has come up with the recovery. And he's going to take it in for the touchdown. Whoa! Have a friend in the right spot at the right time. The fumble, not a turnover, but a TD. And special teams changes the momentum. Right after a 3-and-out, you think you're getting the ball back instead. Not just a turnover, Greg, but a touchdown the other way.
Yeah, and you can just see their body language. The wind has come out of their sails. The offense is fired up. Great job, defense. You force a 3-and-out, and you got your helmet on. You think you're about to take the field and get a possession. Next thing you know, disaster strikes. Not only the turnover, Mike, the scoop score, and they take it back for 6.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. On the return, here comes Cordero Patterson. And this will wind up working out well. He's going to take it up to the 40-yard line. Good return. Here comes the Pittsburgh offense now, heading back onto the field. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a first down. Play action. It's Wilson. Going to get that into the hands of his receiver, Mike Williams. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line. Set to go now on first and 10. On the ground, this is Harris. And he'll get forward for a couple. It's second down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8.
Out of the gun, it's Wilson. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down.
And 8 yards to go.
From the gun, it's Wilson. High throw, but it's reeled in. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the first down marker. Here comes Chris Boswell to try a field goal. This will be just inside 60, a 59-yard field goal attempt. This one not going to get there. From distance, it is no good. And they are not able to draw closer.
And this is the danger of trying these long field goals. Remember, Mike, if you miss, the other team gets the ball at the spot of the kick. So it's going to end up setting them up for great field position as they start this next drive.
Gun.
This drive will start on the ground. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
And the running back's going to get all the stats and all the glory, but make no mistake about it, Mike, that was a great team effort on that run play. Everyone executing their blocking assignments to perfection. He's able to pick up a nice gain and fresh set of downs.
And that'll be a pickup of 3. Second and 7. They'll stick with him again. Good running there. He's got the first down inside the 30. He'll stay on the ground. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards. Here's a 2nd and 6. Now, Burrow. And for the 3rd time in this first half, he's been intercepted. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott.
When you find yourself in this situation, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
The Steelers offense ready to see what they can do. This will start from the 12, trying to put a drive together here. It's 1st and 10. Throwing is Wilson. There's a short one caught by Freiermuth. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. They face 2nd down and 7.
At the 16-yard line.
Here's Wilson. He'll get that complete. It's George Pickens. And a good one here. He'll be marked down up past the 25-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. A give, and here comes Harris. And he is going to be stuffed well behind the line of scrimmage. That play going absolutely nowhere.
Anytime the running back is forced to chop his feet in the background and never get to top speed, you know that play's not going anywhere. And that's exactly what the defense was able to force here by getting penetration. Great job there, stopping this play before he had a chance to even get started. The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play. I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
A fair catch signaled, and they'll have it just outside their own 20. The Bengals offense and running back Chase Brown headed back onto the field. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Burrow.
Recognizing the blitz is just the first step in the process for a quarterback understanding who you can account for with the protection and then who you can't account for. That's where your hot receiver comes in. He points to his receiver who the defender they're hot off of. That guy comes, gets the ball out of his hands, and results in a completion. Really nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself on your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. Burrow to throw. He'll spot Higgins, who makes the grab. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down. Burrow from out of the gun here on 3rd down. T. Higgins, the intended receiver on that one. And it's going to be 4th down. Here's the punter now. The punt for the 2nd time, looking to pin the opponent back deep. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line. The Steelers offense ready to take over possession of the football. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. They go play action now. Wilson. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. They'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, here's Russ. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down.
Third down and 10 yards to go.
Now it's Wilson. He'll try to run for it. Good decision to take off. He gets 15 yards and a first down.
This is an element that defensively you always have to be ready to defend. You can't just accept that it's a pass and be so consumed with the receivers downfield. You have to account for the quarterback as a scrambler. You can see why, as he's able to get out of the pocket and pick up the first down.
2 minutes remain here in this first half. We'll come back to the Steel City after this. Ball out to the 35-yard line as they come up for 1st and 10. That's over the middle and taken in by Freiermuth. They'll come up here 1st and 10. Now it's Wilson. He's going to run it. And Wilson's been doing this a long time. He knows the drill, slides to avoid the contact, and picks up the first down.
They got to do a better job of keeping the quarterback contained in the pocket all week, Mike, against mobile quarterbacks. You talk about rushing as a group. This time they get a little undisciplined with their rush lane integrity, and he makes them pay. It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable second down.
Here's Wilson to throw. They'll set up the screen to Patterson. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down. Wilson to throw. That's right side and brought in by Williams.
Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
He's got Freiermuth open on the left side. They don't need much. It is 3rd and inches. Wilson will throw again. That is caught back corner of the end zone. Calvin Austin. Touchdown Steelers. That touchdown #1 for him on the year.
You know, he spent so much time talking about the heroics of a game-winning drive to end the 4th quarter in 2-minute mode. But let's talk about a 2-minute mode, Mike, at the end of the first half. It might not be in walk-off fashion, but I'll tell you what, executing that here going into halftime changes this entire game.
Boswell adds the extra point, and the Steelers will tie things up. It's now 10-10. So, a new ball game. We are all tied. Final moments of this first half as the kick's away. This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming. And the ball coming out to the 30-yard line. First down throw there is incomplete.
So as halftime looms, Mike, they have to find a way to capitalize on this drive right here and make sure they end the half with some sort of points. Now, that incompletion, not ideal, but at the very least it stops the clock. Catch your breath, get back in the huddle, and this next play, it's got to be a...
And for the 4th time today, he has been intercepted. Picked off by their rookie linebacker. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play here in this first half.
All right, Michael, we'll get back to you and Greg in just a little bit. For now, plenty of early action in the 1 o'clock Eastern window to get you caught up on. So let's get to it. We'll get started over at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in downtown Atlanta, where you see the final score there. Ray McLeod, a touchdown catch in the victory. From there, we head up to the Motor City to check in on the Lions at home at Ford Field. And they were winners in that one over the visiting Minnesota Vikings. Jared Goff, terrific in the air with over 400 passing yards there. We thought this one would be a close battle coming in, and we have not been disappointed. They're all even to this point. This has the feeling of a game that could go right down to the wire. One mistake or one big play could turn out to be the difference.
For more from that first half. All even as we begin quarter number 3. It's a return. Here comes Calvin Austin. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. The home team's offense going to have a first crack at it as we begin this third quarter. They'll see if they can go about breaking our tie. We're all even at 10 as this drive begins, 1st and 10. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. Now toss left side for Harris. And he will not be able to get free. Picking up only a yard. Now it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
They send Freiermuth, the tight end, in motion. And some problems communicating on 3rd down, and that's going to be a delay.
Offense. Still 3rd down.
So after the 5 yards are walked off, they face 3rd and long. From the shotgun, Wilson. Taking off, he'll try to get there. Good job breaking the pocket and going for 14 yards, and most importantly, a first down.
And that just can't happen. 3rd and long, just understand, contain the ball, rally tackle, just get the ball carrier on the ground. Not only not able to get to him inside the pocket, he's able to extend the play with his legs and pick up a huge, long first down.
Using the jet sweep for the fake, they run it up the middle. And he'll bring this across midfield as this drive is taking shape. A gain of 7 on that one. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. Room to maneuver at the 35. And he's out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, out inside the 20. They'll have a first down. It's a gain of 28.
1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
A run. Here's Harris. And nothing on that one. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
At some point, the offensive line cannot just be dependent on the perfect play call. Somebody has to win. Somebody has to distort the defense and create some space for the running back to run. In this case, nobody could win. Stop for no gain.
He'll get about 6 before he's taken down. Here's a 3rd down and 4. They send Freiermuth, the tight end, in motion. Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. Open man, left side. He's got it. And he's in. Najee Harris. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
That just feels like a big drive, doesn't it, Mike? Here in the second half, you got a tie ball game. Now you're able to get out in front. Let's see how this other team responds, having to play from behind.
We got a ton of time, Greg, but a little momentum feel. Come out of the locker room, take the lead. Now it's up to the other team to climb uphill. So great way, perfect way to get this second half started. Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. This is fielded inside the 5. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Bengals offense and Joe Burrow set to take over again. And this has been a dreadful offensive performance. Quarterback picked off 4 times so far. And this may be one just to erase from the memory. No need to watch the film of this one. It's a horror show. On first down, Burrow. That's complete. It's Yosivon. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8. We'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Working from the shotgun, he'll hand this one off. And he's got a Bengals first down as he gets this up to the 42.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. 2nd and short, play action pass, you can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the first down.
It'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. Burrow here on 2nd down. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And that is incomplete.
It's just so hard to be a good offense in the NFL, Mike, when you are not good on 3rd down. Your inability to extend drives, it either puts a lot of pressure on your coaches to be aggressive on 4th down or simply punt or take a field goal. You have to maintain possession and give you more cracks to score touchdowns.
The home team's offense and Russell Wilson set to take over once more. And we run you through the highlights here. It has been a very big performance from the quarterback position, instrumental in leading and executing, and now trying to finish strong and take his team to the finish line. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. They go play action with Wilson. That one underthrown and intercepted. That's the safety, Von Bell.
Mike, these are just throws you're not accustomed to seeing, especially from a quarterback that has played this much football. He's been around the NFL for a long time. He's got to make better decisions. Costly mistakes like that are going to kill his team.
The Bengals offense make their way out to take over once more. Interesting point here, Greg. This is one of those where, put me in the mind of the play caller. Are you thinking just keep the ball on the ground right now?
I think it's hard. I think a lot of it has to do with how much confidence do you have that he can work himself through it, because as the turnovers continue to stack up, your biggest fear is that the confidence breaks down. So a lot of this is really just how well do you understand, what kind of relationship do you have with your quarterback. If you think you can get him through it, keep putting the ball in his hands. If you think he's done for the day, you got a big question you got to answer, whether he should even be in the game.
Now this is going to be a design run. They let him keep it, and that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, nothing more. Here's 3rd and 7. Gesicki, the man in motion. On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. And he's going to have the first down. So they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9. Blown back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And he'll take this to about the 38-yard line. That's Alex Highsmith in for the tackle. Gesicki, the man in motion. 2nd down, Burrow. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short. 3rd and a yard. Gesicki, the man in motion. He's going to have a Bengals first down. They're able to convert by plenty on that 3rd and 1.
Nothing real fancy about this call here, Mike, right? In this 3rd and short, just get the ball to your running back, make sure he has enough space to pick up the first down, and they're able to convert.
He'll find Brown out of the backfield. They'll turn and hand this one off. He'll work forward for a couple. Larry Ogunjobi with the tackle for the defense. Converted twice on third down already on this drive. Now can they do it for a third time? Burrow. Taking off. He'll get a dozen out of that one. Scrambling his way to a first down.
Those plays are killers for a defense. You think you have the quarterback hemmed in. You think you have a chance for your pass rush to get you off the field. Instead, he gets away, picks up some tough yards, and sets his team up first and goal.
They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
They couldn't quite connect there on that short pass, Mike, and I just think it's worth reminding everyone how different the concepts are down here in the red zone than what the rest of the game plan calls for in the normal part of the field.
He'll swing this one out. Oh, he doesn't put it away, and the ball's out. One of the Steelers has it. Any turnover down here hurts, Greg. These feel even worse because you have the reception. Looks like you're going to gain yardage, and then the fumble and the turnover, the defense takes the ball.
And they got exactly what they wanted out of the pass play, Mike. They're able to make the completion, but now as the ball carrier, you cannot be thinking, oh, I have to score, get it in the end zone. You still have to protect the ball. He doesn't. The ball gets knocked free, and the defense creates a huge turnover.
They'll start this on the ground, and it's Harris. And not much space there, only up to about the 8. Here's a 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, it's Wilson. There's a short one caught by Freiermuth. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short. Here's third down and a few inches. So, 3 quarters have come and gone. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. That's Washington, the man in motion. They'll try to run for it with Harris. He will have a Steelers first down. At least at first glance, they'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches. They'll give it to Harris again. On 2nd down, they run the counter. Fighting off defenders here. He'll churn forward and pick up 3. Here's a 3rd down and 4. Wilson lines up in the pistol. That's caught right side. It's Freiermuth. He's going to have the first down. So they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9.
Really nice job here by the quarterback, understanding what did he need to pick up a fresh set of downs. In this case, that underneath drag route was all it took. Get the ball into the hands of your receiver, pick up a first down.
Here's Harris. And he slips through an opening. Winds up getting about 8. That is past the 40-yard line. Here's 2nd and 2. On the ground, here comes Patterson. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line. 4th
quarter, you find yourself protecting a 1-possession lead. It's a fine line, Mike, between do I keep the ball on the ground, continue to work the clock, or stay aggressive, try to extend this lead to a multiple possession game. That's the balance this play caller is dealing with right now. At this stage in the fourth quarter, great job by the defense understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
Throwing left side, and it's taken in by Williams. 3rd and 9. They'll run here with Patterson.
A gain of 5. It's 4th down.
So the Steelers ready to kick this one skyward as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a fourth quarter lead. And that's going to work out well. Out of bounds, and they mark it inside the 5-yard line. The Bengals offense ready to go as we give you a look at the current playoff race. And there is still a lot to play for. Every game is critical. Teams fighting to claim one of the 7 playoff spots that are up for grabs. Not much there, maybe a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's Brown. And he's bottled up after a gain of a yard. Big play coming up. This is 3rd down. Burrows from out of the gun here on 3rd down. He's going to have the first down and then some. And he is taken down, but not before they're able to get it out of danger up past the 25.
Okay, so now you pick up that first down, Mike, but now there needs to be a sense of urgency. You know you need to score twice. So this one, ideally for the offense, results in a touchdown. But either way, this first score of the 2 needed needs to be fast because you need every possession you can here late in the fourth quarter.
Burrow fires quick to Higgins. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. They bring Chase in motion. Play clock down to 0. That's going to be a delay.
Offense. Still 2nd down.
They go play action for Burrow. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. Third and 5. Gesicki, the man in motion. Working out of the gun, Burrow. Oh, for the 5th time, he is intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Queen. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
You know, Mike, the one thing that we used to say is it didn't matter how good you were or how long you played. Eventually, you're just going to have one of those days. And I think for this quarterback, he's got to be able to move on from this pretty quickly because this is about as bad a day in the office as you can imagine.
The home team's offense starting to trot out for this next possession. They've got the lead, and they'll set forth trying to build on it. They're going to do that with excellent field position. He's got it at the 7, and they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5.
This is a tale as old as time, Mike. It seems that any time a team forces a takeaway, fumble, or interception, The ensuing drive starts with a shot, a deep play in the air to try to seize on some of that momentum. We just saw a great example of it here.
We'll go again from the 3. It is 2nd and goal. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. Oh, no chance there. Under a heavy rush, he goes down.
If there's one positive remaining, it's the fact that they're still in scoring position. But with the way they've been able to move the ball down here in the red zone, they're thinking 6. But after that last sack, their chances of converting here for a touchdown have gotten a lot more difficult.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. They send Freiermuth, the tight end, in motion. The play clock down to 0, and this not the best of sequences.
Still 3rd down.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. On the ground, this is Harris.
You know, there's all this talk, Mike, about the value of the run game in today's NFL. You know when the run game matters? It matters right now. 4th quarter, you've got the lead. Can you lean on your running back and offensive line to close this game out?
And this one, right down the middle. It's good. And that could be big. They now take a 2-score advantage.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The visitors' offense and their running back set to go once more. And he has put in a full game's work and then some. Just an incredible performance on the ground to this point in the 4th quarter. On 1st and 10, Burrow. To the left side, caught by Chase. And he'll be taken down all the way up past the 45. Burrow now to throw on 1st down. Pass right side, and Higgins has the catch. 1st and 10. Throwing is Burrow. Inside the 10, it is caught. And he's going to be taken down. Burrow. That's to the end zone, but they can't connect. It's incomplete. 2nd and goal. Burrow now. Now he takes, and he gets out wide. He'll go to the end zone. Joe Burrow. Touchdown, Bengals. Now it's York for the PAT. The kick is good. Important extra point. The difference is just 3, a field goal here in the 4th quarter. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Austin now to return this. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. The Steelers offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been successful. He just processes things so quickly, making the right read seemingly every time. A modest gain, maybe 2 yards. It's 2nd down. Another run here with Harris. And he'll only get it to the 26-yard line, setting up 2nd and long. Here comes 3rd and 6. They'll drop to throw. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
This is why it's so critical that the quarterback and his intended target are on the same page. They got to speak the same language. When there's miscommunication, it leads to errant throws, and when errant throws lead to big missed opportunities.
On the return is Jones. And he's going to be brought down after a short return, and that's where his team will get possession of the football. The visitors' offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. This one has been tight so far. A field goal. And that would be the dagger. It's intercepted. Picked off by Mika Fitzpatrick.
Well, Mike, this is entering the wrong kind of rarefied air. I mean, as in, it's only happened a handful of times since the turn of the millennium rare. It's an entire season's worth of picks thrown in just one game. I think at this point, you junk the playbook, you light it on fire, and we're just going to start from scratch next week.
Steelers offense ready to get back at it. They'll have a short field looking to build on the lead. Here's 1st and 10. Give up the middle to Harris. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up 2nd down. A give, and here comes Harris. Good running there. He's got the 1st down inside the 30. Victory formation here as he's down to a knee. So this one in the win column for the Steelers. They're able to finish the season in style as they get the victory here in the finale in Week 18. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Steelers, winners, as we say so long from the confluence of the Three Rivers in Pittsburgh.